Good evening, everybody. We just want to give everyone a heads up that we're actually going to be starting at 10 of 6. Our graduates are ready. No need to wait in the sun.
the class of 2026 please be seated? Superintendent Wibby, Chairperson Granato, and members of the Board of Education, Mayor Lesser and members of the Town Council, distinguished guests, district administrators, faculty, parents, relative friends, and members of the class of 2026. Good evening and welcome to the annual commencement exercises for Wethersfield High School. The class of 2026 is now present and prepared for these academic ceremonies. To officially open tonight's ceremony, I am pleased to present the class of 2026 Vice President, Lorelei Frazzini Kendrick.
Hi, everyone. Please rise if you are able and join us in our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please welcome the Wethersfield High School senior choir members and choraleers performing our national anthem.
Hello, my name is Olivia Cruz, and I am the class of 2026 secretary. It is my privilege to introduce Board of Education member, Miss Gabby DeBacco.
You may sit. Good evening, everyone. One of the greatest privileges of serving on the Board of Education is having the opportunity to witness the extraordinary journeys of our students. While academic achievements is certainly something to celebrate, some accomplishments cannot be measured by grades, awards, or test scores. They are measured by resilience, by courage, by determination to keep moving forward when the path is not easy. The Chairperson's Award recognizes a student who has overcome obstacles, embraced challenges, and demonstrated remarkable growth throughout their high school career. This award honors a student who reminds us that success is not defined by where we begin, but by how far we are willing to travel. Year after year, this student demonstrated the courage to advocate for herself, the humility to accept guidance, and the maturity to reflect, learn, and improve. What stands out most is not simply the progress she has made, but the way she has made it. She approaches obstacles not as roadblocks, but as problems to be solved. When faced with adversity, she responds with determination. When presented with difficult feedback, she listens, processes, and grows. Throughout her 4 years at Wethersfield High School, she has grown socially, emotionally, and academically. She has challenged herself with rigorous coursework and has never allowed setbacks to define her potential. Instead, she has shown her peers and teachers what perseverance looks like in action. Her impact extends well beyond the classroom. Through her work at our town's nature center, she has demonstrated compassion, patience, and kindness. Whether caring for animals or helping younger students learn and explore, she leads through empathy and service. As an Eagle crew member, she has welcomed new students and visitors with warmth and confidence, helping others feel that they belong. Those who know her speak not only of her work ethic, but of her authenticity. They describe a young woman with a quick wit, a wonderful sense of humor, and a personality that puts others at ease. They admire her self-awareness, her willingness to help others, and her ability to balance the demands of school while continuing to challenge herself both mentally and physically. What makes this student's story so inspiring is that her growth has touched every aspect of her life. It is rare to witness such a profound transformation across academics, leadership, self-advocacy, and personal development. She exemplifies the values this award was created to recognize. Tonight, we celebrate not only what she has accomplished, but who she has become. Her journey reminds us all that strength is not the absence of struggle. It is the decision to keep moving forward despite it. It is my absolute honor to present the 2026 Chairperson Award to Caroline Maziarz.
At this time, it is my pleasure to welcome Board of Education member Mr. James Riley to the podium to present this year's Board of Education's Award of Excellence.
Good evening. The Board of Education Award of Excellence is presented each year to a graduate whose accomplishments, character, and contributions reflect the very best of Wethersfield High School. This award recognizes a student who has not only excelled individually, but who has also made a meaningful difference in the lives of others. Our winner has successfully balanced a demanding academic schedule, participation in 3 varsity sports, year-round athletic commitments, and extensive involvement in school and community activities. She has served as a mentor to younger students through Eagle Crew, helped promote school spirit through leadership initiatives, volunteered with Unified Sports, and shared her passion for athletics by working with youth programs in our community. Her teachers describe a student who actively engages in learning, asks thoughtful questions, and seeks to truly understand new material. Her counselors point to her remarkable growth as a self-advocate, someone who learned early on that success is not defined by perfection, but by persistence. When faced with challenges, she sought help, worked harder, and never gave up. Those lessons became the foundation for the confident and capable young woman she is today. Her coaches speak of a leader who is never complacent, who embraces feedback, and who continually strives to improve. They describe someone who leads by example, welcomes new teammates, supports those who are struggling, and always puts the needs of the team ahead of her own. They note that when something needs to be done, she does not wait to be asked, she simply steps forward and helps. Yet perhaps the quality mentioned most often was her kindness. In a school filled with talented students, this recipient stands out because of the way she treats people. More than one person described her as one of the kindest students they have ever had the privilege of working with. Whether mentoring young students, supporting teammates, volunteering her time, or simply offering encouragement to those around her, she consistently demonstrates empathy, respect, and genuine care for others. Her kindness is not performative. It is woven into who she is. The people who know her best believe that her intelligence, work ethic, humility, and compassion will allow her to accomplish whatever goals she sets for herself. More importantly, they believe she will continue to make every community she joins stronger because of the person she is. It is my honor to present the 2026 Board of Education Chairperson's Award to Lily Provost. There's only one left.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Please welcome our next speaker, the president of the class of 2026, Lena Rodriguez.
I would like to begin by acknowledging and thanking all of you in front of me. This is a position that is built on trust, and being elected as an officer to represent our class for all 4 years means a lot. So thank you, I truly appreciate it. Now, something occurred on September 26, 2025. Snapchat announced that in a year, they will delete all your memories if it is more than 5 gigabytes of storage. For those that don't understand what that means, it is as if your camera will delete hundreds, maybe even thousands of pictures and videos. I'm sure many of you have had Snapchat since around 6th grade, so many of the memories include pictures with the dog filter or silly videos with your friends. Those friends might even be the same ones that you're graduating with today. Now the question is, how do you fit over 6 years of memories in 5 gigabytes or less? The answer is you don't. I'd put money on there being over 5 gigabytes of memories just from these high school years. If you scroll down far, I'm sure you'll stumble upon memories of us being nervous little freshmen, posting on your private story about how your first tryouts went, posting your schedule to figure out who's in your classes, and even asking, what are you wearing on the first day of school? There were even a couple embarrassing moments, and no matter how hard we try to forget, we can't erase those moments, like walking into school on a rainy day and taking a tumble because the floors are very slippery. Lastly, all our private stories have seen us stressed out, especially junior year. Crashing out because it felt like SAT, capstone, NGSS, and AP tests were all piled on top of each other, while being told we should start our college application process. Within all the chaos, we can't forget about the happy memories that kept us going the first 3 years of high school. Posting about finally getting your driver's license, passing a test that you thought you'd fail, or even when plans made out the group chat, especially if it's late night Kiwi Spoon. A lot happened our first 3 years, and I would even put money on them being over 5 gigabytes of memories just from this past year. We started off really strong with being able to have reserved parking spots with Paint a Parking Spot, asking your private story to help you decide how you're going to paint it because everyone will see it the whole year. We also had a very strong athletic year with our class as captains. Girls swim and diving won states for the first time in program history. Boys soccer made it to Dillon Stadium, where it felt the whole town of Wethersfield was there to support. And we even had a memorable boys basketball senior night. We'd be sitting here for an extra 30 minutes if I shouted out all the sports that made it to states, but it made for really fun memories, especially the bus rides to games. Aside from athletics, we had a packed year with many events. We begun with Senior Sunrise on Catone, which gave Duncan a lot of business that morning. We continued the tradition of having a holiday event filled with karaoke, crafts, hot chocolate, and more. We made sure not to participate in activities like Water Wars, where someone definitely didn't launch themselves over a fence because they were running too fast. We also did not participate in pranking the school by going in at night to add a little decoration in the hallways. Once again, it would take too long to list everything off, but we will finally be wrapping up the school year tonight by going to Nomads for a fun safe grad. Through everything that has happened these past 4 years, I would say we did a pretty good job of not forgetting where we started. I'm sure every person here who has been in Wethersfield Public Schools since elementary school has had a remember when conversation. We didn't have phones to record the numerous Red Supreme hip-hop classes, or the days when the jungle gym, or if your school called it the apparatus, showed up for gym class. We never recorded ourselves having fun on field days or playing the games we made up at recess. I don't even think I have any pictures or videos of those Friday night 6th grade hangouts when we finally all met each other, yet it is still something I'm sure all of us remember so vividly. We lived a phone-free lifestyle in elementary school, and yet we still have so many memories engraved into our minds that we will remember forever. Maybe it was a strategy to live a life not stressing about whether you caught the perfect moment on camera, a life not constantly worried about something we'll delete by accident and never being able to see it again. A life where we didn't have to give in and pay Snapchat money because they even know 5 gigabytes is not enough storage. As we move past this chapter and enter what is meant to be the best years of our lives, I challenge all of you to put your phone down more often. Life is too short to be looking at it through an iPhone camera rather than your own eyes. It is fun and all posting on social media, but it's not certain you'll have those memories forever. Our phones are so fragile, and in a blink, you can lose years of time because you were too focused on getting the videos rather than being present. This is something we all need to get better at, and I know I need to as well. So we can start tonight. Take a couple cute pictures for Instagram, but then have fun and soak this moment in. Appreciate every moment this summer because it's only a matter of time before we leave each other and take off to our next adventures. Thank you.
It is now my distinct honor and privilege to introduce the Wethersfield High School Class of 2026 salutatorian, Cassandra Pace. Cassandra will be attending the University of Connecticut to pursue a degree in computer science and engineering.
Good evening, everyone. Oops. Good evening, everyone. Firstly, I'm going to say thank you to my parents, teachers, and friends for all their love and support. I want to say that I'm very grateful for all of you. I thought for a very long time about what I'd want to say that could at least resonate somewhat with everyone here. And I really didn't want this to feel boring or cliche. I wanted it to feel more like a conversation because, honestly, I don't know any more about life than any of you all do. So I figured I would share some thoughts I plan to take with me through the next stages of my life from people much more knowledgeable and inspirational than I am. I hope that you all can find meaning in their messages as well. I'm usually not really into sports, but Alyssa Liu, an Olympic gold medalist in figure skating, is an inspiration to so many young people and has a mindset that I truly admire. To quote her, "Winning isn't all that, and neither is losing. It's just something that happens. It's the outcome. But what matters is the input and the journey." The time I spent opening, reading, and celebrating the letter that said I was salutatorian was no longer than the time I've spent studying for even just one test. And maybe that sounds like having goals is a waste of time, right? A mediocre outcome. But I never put in all that work just to win or lose. Every minute I spend doing what I love, learning, there is always something to be gained. And to you all, while I believe goals are important, make sure you love each and every moment of what you do. The reward will never be the fleeting moments of realizing you finally did it. It's knowing that every moment you spend working towards that goal will have value. Additionally, one of my favorite artists, Bad Bunny, has shared many sentiments that I love. There's one, however, that I resonate most with and believe we should all take into our futures. That is, the only thing more powerful than hate is love. There is nothing else I felt so strongly about sharing with all of you. I knew if there was anything I could say that'd actually be meaningful, it would be that. It's so important that we don't let hatred and judgment of others consume our lives. There is so much animosity in the world, and I believe it's crucial that our generation is one that prioritizes compassion and empathy over aggression and cruelty. Not only because it's good to be kind to and connect with others, but because we shouldn't let negative emotions consume our lives and inhibit our happiness. And so I encourage you all to lead your lives with love. Life is too short to spend it doing something you hate and living with hate in your heart. Having the opportunity to speak to all of you today has been an honor, and I hope that at least some part of my speech resonated with you. Thank you all, and congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Cassandra. At this time, I am honored to recognize the valedictorian of the class of 2026, who will be attending Duke University in the fall, studying neuroscience, Miss Madeline Wedge.
Good afternoon, Board Chair Granado, Superintendent Wibby, Mrs. O'Connor, members of the Board of Education, faculty, parents, family, fellow classmates, and friends of Wethersfield High School class of 2026. Freshman year, I walked into my guidance counselor's office carrying an index card. On it was my entire 4-year plan for high school. Every class I wanted to take, every goal I wanted to achieve, every step was mapped out. To this day, Mr. DeGuire likes to remind me that he knew exactly what kind of student I was the moment I walked into his office. Apparently, showing up with a 4-year plan on an index card wasn't a subtle clue. Looking back, I don't think high school unfolded exactly the way that index card said it would. But I suspect that if we could all look back at our freshman year expectations, we'd find that very few of our stories followed the plan exactly. As I learned, some opportunities arrived later than I expected. Some arrived in forms I never anticipated. And some of the experiences that shaped me most weren't on that card at all. There was no space on that index card for friendships I hadn't made yet, teams I would come to love, or lessons I didn't know I needed to learn. I'm guessing the same can be said for all of my fellow classmates. I wish I still had that card, not to see how closely I followed it, but because I think freshman year me would be surprised by how much happened outside of it. She would be surprised by the people she met, the plans that changed, the opportunities she never saw coming, and the lessons she learned along the way. Outside of school, I spent much of my time Irish dancing. There are some strange quirks of Irish dance, like stiff arms, fancy dresses, and big hair, but another habit of competitive Irish dancers is wrapping electrical tape around our hard shoes to keep them secure during competitions. After each competition, I'd peel off the tape and add it to a ball I had started years earlier. Over time, it grew into something surprisingly large. The ball became a staple at every competition. My friends marveled at its size. Many added tape from their own shoes, and younger dancers always asked to see it and toss it around to pass the time. Each piece of tape seemed insignificant when it was added. Nobody looks at one piece and says, "This is the piece that made the ball." Looking at that ball now, I still couldn't tell you which piece mattered most. I can't tell you which practice, class, conversation, or setback changed everything. What I can tell you is that they all mattered. In fact, some of my favorite memories came from things that felt like failures at the time. Years ago, after my friend, my sister, and I all finished last in our dance competitions, we went out to dinner and jokingly called it loser's dinner. What started as a way to make ourselves feel better became a tradition. Every bad test grade, rejection, disappointing result, or setback became an excuse for another loser's dinner. Somewhere along the way, I learned that not every win comes from actually winning. High school feels a lot like my ball of tape. 4 years ago, most of us walked into Wethersfield High School carrying schedules and trying to figure out where room 338 was. At the time, it felt like every test, every meet, every performance, every application, every grade carried enormous weight. None of us knew then which moments would end up mattering most. We spend a lot of time looking for defining moments, but it's often the ordinary ones that shape us most. While our experiences over the past 4 years may have looked different, we've all been adding pieces to our own stories. And if we truly reflect, it's often the everyday laughs with friends, the team bus rides, the pasta dinners, and moments between the milestones that stay with us the longest. This year, I committed to a college I genuinely loved. I thought that chapter of my story was finished. Then, just 3 weeks later, I was offered an opportunity I never expected would come. It reminded me how little any of us can truly predict or plan what comes next. If you had asked freshman year me, she probably would have believed that success meant following the plan exactly. I thought confidence came from having a plan. Now I think confidence comes from trusting yourself when that plan changes. For years, the question has always been, what's next? Whether that's the next test, the next season, the next application, or the next acceptance, and somehow, even on graduation day, we're still asking it. But maybe our value isn't found only in what's next. As someone who loves music, I'm reminded of a lyric by John Lennon, "Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans." As we leave here today, I hope we can continue setting goals, dreaming big, and yes, making plans, but I also hope we leave room for the unexpected, for the detours, for the side quests, for the opportunities that don't fit neatly into the plan. Because some of the most important parts of our story are never written on an index card. They're built piece by piece. The truth is, we are already carrying years of experiences, people, failures, successes, and lessons with us. Many of those pieces came from the people sitting behind us today. Our parents, siblings, grandparents, teachers, coaches, mentors, and friends. Thank you for helping shape the people that we have become. And because of that, we leave here today with more than a diploma. We leave with everything those experiences and people have given us. So keep adding pieces, because I believe the best pieces are still ahead of us. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Philip, just stay right there, okay? Excellent. I now have the privilege and pleasure for the second time this evening of welcoming the Wethersfield High School Choraleers for a special performance dedicated to the class of 2026.
That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I? Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney top. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I?
If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow,
Why, oh, why can't
Thank you, Mrs. Morris Rowe and the Choraleers for that beautiful performance, and special tribute to the class of 26. At this time, I'd like to welcome Superintendent of Wethersfield Public Schools, Mr. Jeff Wibby, and Board of Education Chairperson, Mrs. Bobby Hughes Granado, for the presentation and authorization of the graduates.
Members of the Board of Education, families, distinguished guests, and most importantly, our graduates. As Superintendent of Schools for the Wethersfield Public Schools, and in accordance with the policies of the Wethersfield Board of Education and the requirements set forth by the state of Connecticut, on behalf of administration, I hereby certify that the students presented to you this evening have successfully met all state and Wethersfield Board of Education requirements for graduation. Each student has completed the prescribed program of studies, demonstrated the necessary academic and performance standards, and fulfilled all obligations established by the Wethersfield Board of Education. Therefore, Madam Chair and members of the Board of it's my professional recommendation that the students before you be awarded their high school diplomas and be recognized as graduates of the Wethersfield Public Schools. I respectfully place their names before you for the board's consideration.
And on behalf of the Wethersfield Board of Education and pursuant to the Connecticut General Statute 10-221A, the board hereby grants high school diplomas to the students presented this evening. Congratulations.
Wethersfield High School Building Administration, please join me as we begin the awarding of diplomas.
Madeline Grace Wethge, valedictorian. Cassandra Armida Pace, salutatorian. class scholar and class vice president, Lorelei Rose Frazzini Kendrick. Class scholar, Hannah Joanne Burstein. Class scholar, Paxton Brian Smith. Class scholar, Grayland Brown Soder. Class scholar, Owen Podgorski Redfield. Class scholar, Gabriel Alejandro Polar. Class scholar, Sophia Marie Clementon. Class scholar and class president, Lena Isabella Rodriguez. Class treasurer, Philip John Korzinski. Class secretary, Olivia Rose Cruz. Ella Jordan Pelletier. Jacob Alexis Adamus. Ramo Amatovic. Sada Sofia Aiello Villamizar. Talon Sean Alacali. Madeline Layton Albright. Layla Alahadzik. Tariq Alahadzik. Emily Grace Allen. Tegan Shea Artery. Eliona Avdemetai. Nora Sloan Bangs. Maya Teresa Bartley. Jessica Ann Basroon. Jericho Eric James Beard. Claudia Beatty. Emily Anna Beaupre. Sarah Elizabeth Beaupre. Adita Besarovic. Anaja Marie Bell. Fabian Bello. Charlie Concetto Bellabono. Maylin Rose Benahan. Brandon David Benoit. Michael David Burr. Kason Cooper Barassi. Jack Stephen Barubi. Maureen Salam Bilal. Milena Anna Brodowitz. Terrence Lee Brown. Amelia Rose Bucchieri. Alana Christina Burnell. Yadiel Omar Busanet. Adrian Alejandro Camacho Lucero. Emily Elizabeth Campany. Vincent Michael Capoletti. Presented by his mother, Board of Education member Marjorie Callan Carson, Charles Callan Carson. Jalen Angelo Cartagena. Seda Sekunjanen. Sophie Ann Santarelli. Alan Tiago Chincha Sanchez. Emma Olivia Chodorowski. Ryan Scott Clark. Owen Patrick Clark. Cesar Julio Coca. Jake William Coelho. Aaron Pratigno Collins. Rocco Antonio Colon. Alina Cordier. Justin Robert Crossan. Jeffrey Kakuda. Flavio Salaku. Matthew Salaku. Dylan Sear. Ian Gordon Daigle. Brianne Sage Davis. Caden Alberto DeJesus. Victoria Marie De Leon. Mevlad Delic. Isabella Claire DeStefani. Isabel Louise DeVanna. Bogdan Vincent DeChico. Miranda Elena Dominguez. Megan Rose Doyle. Presented by her stepmother, Board of Education member Amanda Drew, Kelly Drew. Tessa Rose Dudek. Natalie Alana Dukes. Meldina Durick. Esther Duro. Michael Giovanni Ehrlich. Molly Elizabeth Engel. Jamie Alexander Ernst. Leonardo Ferran Escudero. Isamar Espinoza Morel. Jack Robert Fairservice. Medina Faizi. Maya Lauren Finelli. Cooper John Farrelly. Michael Riley Fazina. Manuel Jose Feliciano. Kayla Sue Files. Jao Victor Marito Fraga. Catherine O'Keefe Friedis. Serena Marie Fuss. Graciana Vidala Gagny. Chelsea Gayares. Anushka Nimish Gandhi. Joao Gabriel Garcia da Silva.
Luis Angel Garcia. Colin Michael Gasparini. Kiara Gega. Liam Francis Gelberg. Gabrielle Grace Girardi. Max Howard Gianfrido. Xavier Miguel Gomez. Ryan Robert Gopal. Kendra Andre Graham. Colin Christopher Grant. Amanda Renee Green. Zara Vera Griffin Sullivan. Liliana Paige Gugliotti. Genevieve Elaine Haggerty. Xavier Jonathan Hale. Amira Hampton. Alexander Logan Harrison. Sarah Hassan. Kayla Jean Hedstrom. Jaden Hernandez. Maya Herrera. Olivia Elizabeth Hobbs. Denisa Hurick. Aideen Huzerovic. Luca Alfieri Iannucci. Ryan Isa. Rabah Ahmed Javed. Megan Monica Johannes. Braden Roger Johnson. Brooke Alexis Jones. Eliza Mary Joyce. Caitlin Abigail Jubak. Olivia Leslie Koblick. Sharia Cameron. Kylie Elizabeth Karanian. Alexander Karpov. Okay. Okay. Manmeet Kaur. Mackenzie Kearney. Kaylee Elizabeth Kelleher. Jaden Kong. Jacob Michael Klinger. Ella Rose Komanetsky. Isabella Maria Korzinski. Belma Kurjitz. Veronica Kuleshova. Brooke Sky Kolvinskis. Carly Elizabeth Labs. Maxwell Evan Lammy. Grace Maria Lara. Chase Michael Limos. Hedwin Francisco LaRue Sanchez. Jacob Walter Liss. Congrats. Cole Daniel Lisella. Daniel Liu. Ava Grace Lombardo. Dominic Anthony Lombardo. Mia Evelyn Lopa. Devin Ethan Lynch. Jason Macario Magana. Nora Claire Majewski. Congrats. Elizabeth Faith Mann. Congrats. Michael Anthony Manacchio.
Let's go, Manacchio!
Manuel Xavier Marrero. Jonathan Jose Martinez Rodriguez. Shailyn Martinez. You got this, go ahead. Gabriela Sophia Maternowski. Congrats, Kate. Kate Matthew. Congrats, Caroline Marie Maziars. Congrats, Jack. Jack Henry McGrath. Joseph James McKenna IV. Aaron Manga. Arcildo Manga. You got this, honey, congrats. Juan Manuel Matthew Macias. Ash Michaud. Go on up. Bryson Miller. Alice Allison Nicole Montez. Gabriella Lillian Montez. Laura Christina Morris. Zachary Thomas Maritko. Abedina Muminovic. Tyler Jackson Murphy.
Yeah, Tyler!
Lionel Moruno Naharo. Ari Benjamin Nash. Amelia Ray Jasmine Nemhard. Madison Alexia Nieves. Julia Nuegu.
Caroline Bridget O'Connor. Kwesi Asumdu Osei. Alma Osmanovich. Nathan John Ozurek. Angelina Marie Palazzo. Reed Alton Parker. Gabriella Maria Patrici. Olivia Catherine Patrici. Wes Rockwell Pavick. Isabella Grace Peacock. Jovan Antonio Perez. Kelsey Jane Perkins. Caitlin Grace Parada. Alexander Patrician. Salvatore Paul Pham. Antonio Alessandro Piccioni. Christina Cora Picos. Dylan Porteous. Lily Catherine Provost. Jeremy Quesada. Hayden Thomas Rakani. Ernad Ramick. Isaiah Ramos. Jacob Alexander Ramos. Ava Elizabeth Ramsey. Presented by their father, Board of Education member James Riley, Sophia Jane Riley. Andrew Joseph Reno. Josiah Joseph Reyes.
You're going to go home.
Gabriel John Rivera. Jaslyn Roberts. Angelise Crystal Rodriguez. Kaylin Elise Rodriguez. Chloe Bella Rodriguez. George Xavier Rodriguez. Thalia Neve Rodriguez. Helen May Richwine. Xavier Rodriguez. Jaylee Rojas Gonzalez. Ilaria Rondinelli. Sean Evan Rosella. Elijah Cole Rosito. Peter William Rushan. Amir Zabidoff. Jason Salgado. Ezekiel David Sanabria. Alessandra Denise Santiago. Maya Santiago. Yanuel Santos Velez. Victoria Vova Sadarian. Sophia Catherine Scheinberg. Daniel Stelmach. Stella Sherdo. Nora Jane Sipes. Eric Sitek. Ryan Skihan. Cade Smith. Cinque Jaden Smith. Mariah Jean Smith. Nicholas Sosha. Ryan Joseph Sosha. Amaryllis Lisette Soto. Melvin Soto. Acacia Malia Spence. Kasha Hashana St. Rose.
Jacob Storanowitz.
Alexander Douglas Stevens. Alex Tyler Strickland. Thomas James Suska. Albina Tahiri. Kylie Christine Tardet. Kayla Vera Tashida Morea. Aaliyah Marie Terrero. Rosa Elizabeth Thigpen. Michaela Denise Thompson. Mackenzie Denise Thompson. Jackson Mac Tinker. Luke James Andrew Tinker. Madison Elizabeth Tracy. Luciano Anthony Trudeau. Janelle Trujillo. Omer Turgut. Brianna Christine Upton. Clara Jane Uvino. Adriana Irini Vardalakis. Julian Raul Vargas. Andy Xavier Vera. Ashlyn Jean Vernile. Madison Nicole Violet. Jao Vizcara. Zelda Taylor Walsh. Avery Jane Weaver. Catherine Elizabeth Webster. Kennedy White. Alexander Jamal Williams. Haley May Williams. Rose Margaret Wiglicki. Fiona Kiara Jelli. Matthias Drita.
Will the class officers please join me on the front of the stage for the final portion of our commencement ceremony? Here we go. Will the class of 2026 please rise? I now direct the members of the class of 2026 to move your tassels from the right side of your mortarboard to the left to signify your official graduation from Wethersfield High School!